Coming up on today's FNN, a beloved author visits EK.
Plus how this year's election empowered youth voters.
And we get the latest from EK Athletics. Stay tuned for all that and more because FNN starts now. Happy Friday, Falcons. I'm Zaya.
And I'm Nia Holly.
Ask any student at East Kentwood what their favorite book is, and you'll have a variety of answers. And probably a lot of students say that their favorite is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Well, for many in the community, they were able to meet and hear from the author himself, Jeff Kinney, right here at East Kentwood High School. FNN's Owen Renwick has more.
Recently, writer of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, Jeff Kinney came to East Kentwood with his Diary of a Wimpy Kid Hot Mess tour. Inspiring many students and children across the world, he illustrates how he uses his past to continue to influence readers' futures.
My childhood really shaped the stories in Diary of a Wimpy Kid because everything has gone through the fiction blender. So the stories in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books are really the stories of my childhood. I just sort of tweak them a little bit to turn them into fiction.
The connection between readers and creator has been one of Kinney's favorite parts of his writing career, and how his art has been able to not just influence kids, but entire families as well.
It's really exciting meeting readers of my books, especially the older readers who are 25 years old, 24, maybe just getting married, maybe thinking about starting a family, because those are the ones that were the first readers. But sometimes I get to see the full breadth of my readership from age 8 to 25, and it's really cool and humbling.
Kinney further elaborates as one of his biggest aspirations of being a writer is to inspire younger generations to become the best versions of themselves.
I think that my books are teaching kids the fundamentals of humor and storytelling. So one day, I expect to find a whole new generation of professionals who grew up on my books but are now producing our movies and our late night talk shows and things like that. That'll be really rewarding for me.
With creators such as Kinney inspiring the youth, there are many ways for children to help boost their imagination, as well as find new ways to love reading. From East Kentwood, I'm Owen Renwick.
If you want to check out Kinney's work, be sure to stop by your local library.
Ensuring that students are informed on the voting process, organizations are working to inform future voters. FNN reporter Julie Islas had the chance to learn more on how initiatives are empowering a new generation of voters.
This past election, voters under 30 didn't show up like they did in 2020. Young Americans still favor Democrats, so the Gen Z vote is an impressive feat of Trump's re-election. Regardless, youth voter registration has increased in both the Harris and Trump candidacy. Diara Gangaja, a junior at East Kentwood High School, shares her experience on how she was encouraged by her teacher to pre-register with the assistance of the League of Women Voters ahead of her 18th birthday.
I first learned about them when they came to our AP Gov class, and essentially they just gave us a little presentation and explained registration and pre-registration to us, and kind of went through the whole process of how to vote, what information you need, that kind of thing. They explained it really well, they made it really simple for everybody, and they even had the physical forms for us, and if you did fill them out that day, they would take them to the clerk's office for you and you would be registered.
With numerous organizations working to encourage high school students to pre-register, initiatives like the Campus Vote Project ensure that students' enthusiasm leads to active participation on Election Day. Isabella Grunwald, a representative of the nonpartisan organization GVSU Votes, outlines the group's mission.
This semester, we were really focused on motivating student voices to get out and be heard, and they don't even have to go to the polls directly. They are able to come here, for example, for as long as they're Allendale residents, and they can vote in Kirkhoff.
The effort to increase student voices is especially crucial given that despite comprising 19% of the U.S. population, Latino and Hispanic voter registration continues to lag behind those of other racial and ethnic groups. Juana Perez, a Grand Valley State University student, pre-registered at 16 through her high school's attempt to increase registration. She emphasizes how the opportunity to cast a ballot is a privilege that should not be taken for granted.
So as a Mexican American, my parents are from Mexico. I have friends who are from Mexico as well, and they don't have the privilege, they don't have the honor to vote as me and my siblings or other friends.
This election year, the impact of civic engagement is extremely clear. Every vote counts, and mobilizing the youth is key to making sure that every voice is heard. At Allendale, I'm Julie Islas.
The results we saw from this election will undoubtedly translate to long-term change, and youth voices will have a large part to play in future elections.
Everyone at East Kentwood has a story. How they came here, their cultures. Everyone has a unique story. FNN's Mariah Brown spent time with one of the newest members of the Falcon family to learn more about his journey to arrive at EK.
At East Kentwood, everyone has a story of where they came from and how that place has shaped them. Whether they grew up here or not, all cultures are brought together at East Kentwood. Gabriel Hernandez, a junior, recently arrived to EK from his home country of Mexico. And for him, it's been a big life change.
Ha sido un cambio muy importante en mi vida porque he dejado mi familia en México y he venido a vivir aquí y se me dificulta el hablar esta lengua, aprender una lengua nueva y volver a empezar a crear nuevas amistades en mi vida y es una experiencia.
While adjusting to his new life at East Kentwood, one of his favorite parts has been learning about other cultures and making new friends.
El crear amigos y el poder hablar con gente de distintas razas y también de diferentes países. Me encanta mucho el socializar con otra gente.
Although moving across the world has been a hard and different experience, he's grown to love both his home in Mexico and his home here in East Kentwood.
Y aquí es completamente diferente cómo interactúan las personas y allá también es muy diferente, pero no porque sea diferente no me gusta aquí. Amo aquí y también amo México.
If you want to learn more about Miguel's story, visit Ave's Films on Instagram to watch East Kentwood's newest series, Through the Eyes of Our Students. At EK, I'm Mariah Camille.
Kentwood's newest video series aims to highlight the unique stories of Kentwood students, so be sure to visit Kentwood Public Schools on Facebook or check out Ave's Films on Instagram to check out their stories.
And that wraps up your news this week.
Now let's send it over to Erica Lawrence for your EK Sports Report.
Falcons, it's your girl Erica, and this is your EK Sports Report. And starting things off, we got some big news from our girls volleyball team.
On Wednesday, senior volleyball star Alana Bailey committed to continue her volleyball career at the next level. Alana signed her national letter of intent to play D1 volleyball at Ball State University next fall. This season, she put together some great performances, earning herself both All-OK Red Conference and All-Region honors. For her, she really loved the environment there.
I really like how they're very family-oriented, just like how they practice and the goals that they set for themselves before every practice and every game. And I just like the size of the campus and just all the girls.
Throughout her volleyball career, she had a village supporting her every step of the way. But her biggest influence is her dad.
Biggest influence would definitely be my dad because he's always giving me the inspiration to just work harder, just the mentality to work harder than other people, basically. So yeah.
This is certainly a great achievement, and we can't wait to see what this opportunity holds for her.
As we transition from fall sports to winter sports, we would like to congratulate all of our OK Red All-Conference athletes. From boys soccer to football, volleyball, and more, these Falcon athletes were some of the best in the area. Also, a major shout out to our all-region athletes, including Alana Bailey, Kate Kaufman, Elijah Jones, J.R. Jones, and Andrew Durr. Their performances this season have put them on the map, and we can't wait to see what the future has in store for them. Well, that does it for today's sports report. We'll see you back here in December with the latest from your winter sports teams. Now let's flip it back to the desk.
Thanks, Erica.
Now let's wrap up this week's show with a new segment from Naya.
I tracked down some of the weirdest flavors of pop out there and tried to see which Falcons were brave enough to try them.
Hold on, wait, time out. We're recording. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's...
No, that's the corn.
That's the corn. No. How do you know?
Other one.
But that's... Ooh. I hate, I can't. Okay. I want to hit the table so bad, bro.
How do you spit it out?
I don't know. Hold on, time out.
Yo.
Okay.
That's
Who in their right mind?
Where my water at? Where my water at? Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh no. Hey, Lester fixing. You need to be locked up. You need to be gone.
See y'all later.
Deuce.
And that does it for today's show.
We are off next week for Thanksgiving break, but we will be back in December. But until then, make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to Falcon News Network on YouTube, where you can catch sports live streams, previous episodes, and other great content.
Plus, check the posters around the school to tune into our radio station and check out our Spotify podcasting channel.
We'll see you back here in 2 weeks.